y'all. I'm your host with the most whatever, Toast Leader Johnson. Back, man. For anybody on their first broadcast, man, had to come back, do another one. All right, listen. Where do we go? Where do we the three subjects we're gonna have today? The Unrivaled Basketball League, women's basketball league is gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be after Caitlin Clark, and last year Angel Reese. Both of them was, this is the biggest year in women's basketball. Could be more eyes looked at it, more endorsements involved, more money involved, and this is how you do it. Breonna Stewart is involved. Dawn Staley, they're putting money into the Unrivaled Basketball League. Also with it, you got Juju Watkins and Professor Collier, all putting money into the Unrivaled Basketball League, man. We talking big, so we're going to talk about that. And Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson, and Josh Allen. The three people we're going to roll on. And then we're going to talk a little bit about Saquon Barkley. And then we're also going to talk about Eric Dixon, big win by Villanova against Seton Hall. I mean, they're 5-16, but man, you talk about beating Big East competition. They was trying to fight back in the second half, man. This is Big East, man. And so they had to handle teams like that to put themselves in a position. Now, the first thing we're going to talk about is the Eagles. Jalen Hurts. My thing is at 12-2. Best defense. Offense, everybody knows, even coming to the season, you knew pretty much how this offense was going to click, or how dangerous it was going to be. Just once they start clicking. And when you look at Jalen Hurts, he didn't have to do as much. Josh Allen, look at Buffalo, he has to do a lot more. The big base isn't to Josh Allen, just like Josh Allen, like that's the big thing. No, it's how he's doing without the talent he got. So if Jalen Hurts had a team like that, he would have to do the same thing, but he doesn't have to do the same thing. So you got to judge how good Jalen Hurts is playing versus how good Josh Allen is playing, man. And you're looking at Hurts. If he had that talent, everybody knows Hurts can have comeback games. He did against Buffalo. He did against Kansas City, He's beaten Joe Burrow this year. He's beaten Lamar Jackson this year. How are you not judging on Jalen Hurts for MVP? Every quarterback, he just beat Russell Wilson, all the big-name quarterbacks. I mean, listen, Patrick Mahomes, he played better than him in the Super Bowl a year ago before that. So now you're looking at how he plays. Jalen Hurts is having mistake-free football. He's answering your questions and what he did last year, looking at this year. Looking at Jalen Hurts last year and how he played. Last year, he had 15 interceptions. Now he has 5. What are you going to say now? I think last game was the what are you going to say now game. He was 7.2 yards per play last year. He's 8.1 this year. Passing. We're talking about the running back, which Saquon Barkley, who's another guy who's killing it. He has 1,688 yards, 11 touchdowns, 5.9 yards per carry. Not only that, Saquon Barkley sitting here with 31 receptions. Like 2 touchdowns off that. So the thing is, when you watch football, he's the biggest name that pops up on the screen all these weeks. Listen, last week he was real quiet, man. And because the drama kicked up, well, AJ said what he had to say. And so the media got to pick on. Listen, they're not going to pick on losing teams like that. They're going to pick on the big dogs because they was already saying something about the locker room last year. So everybody's trying to dig up some. Listen, once there's gold, they're going to try to dig it up. And they was talking about how the locker room was messed up. So now as soon as AJ say something, there it goes again in the locker room. So, yeah, they was going to run with it. So for y'all to say AJ Brown said, he said you started it. Yeah, AJ Brown said it. I didn't agree with him saying it outside the locker room, but y'all did begin talking about it. Y'all didn't have to make it a subject. Y'all could have just made it a question that was asked and answered. That's it. The only reason Brandon Graham said something about it because the media started stirring more stuff up about it. I mean, it became a train that, everybody was getting latched on to. That's why Brandon Graham apologized. He didn't mean to put it out that way. If you even listen to how he answered the questions when he said they was friends, but I know things have changed. Like when you hear it said in a text form, they was friends, but I know things have changed. No, if you see how he answered it, he was like, I know they friends. I know things have changed. What he meant by is that, football has gotten in the way of the friendship. That's all it is. And he's needing to settle it, needing to figure it out. It wasn't like a personal problem. They was friends regardless. They just were disagreeing. And so now he says, y'all can shut up now. Y'all was talking about the passing game. Okay, let's do this. The crazy thing is they can do what they want. So let's go to Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts sitting here, man. He got 2,892 yards, 18 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, a 65.4 QBR rating. And he has then went up to a 104.5. What are we talking about? And last year, totally different. Like an 89 rating, 60 QBR. If you look at this, is career high, 104.5. This is second career high QBR. The one that was his highest was when his MVP year, MVP nominated year. You know, he was to me, he should have won the MVP. But Mahomes did win on one leg. But man, listen, Hurts their whole year, and he beat him out in the Super Bowl. Defense just collapsed, man. They had a 101, he had a 101.5 rating. And this year, he finally has another 100 rating. We talking about MVP. Crazy thing is in 2022, he got sacked 38 times. He sacked 38 times again this year. And that was his MVP year. You know, he has a rating, a career high, completion percentage of 69.2. You look at Josh Allen, man. Let's just start from the completion percentage. Let's just start from there. He's at 64.4. That's a good solid rating, right? Solid, right? Good. 3,395 yards. He has 8 yards per play. 8 yards per pass. Now, Jalen Hurts is 8.1. He has 25 touchdowns. Jalen has 18. They both have 5 interceptions. You know, Allen's got sacked 13 times. He has a 103.5 rating. Jalen has a 104.5. That great QBR by Josh Allen, 79.3. This is his career high. Similar, they should be right there. 484 yards rushing for Josh Allen. Jalen Hurts, 589, 14 touchdowns. Josh Allen, he has 11 touchdowns rushing. I mean, he should be right there, and it's 12-2. Look at the records. Look at the teams they beat. Look at what Jalen's done. You talking about he ain't done nothing off the Carolina game. All of a sudden, he ain't done nothing. He ain't been playing good football the whole. He just ain't had to play as hard as everybody else. That's called winning football. You can't see. That's why Jalen won't win, because he got too many weapons. So they ain't gonna be able to judge him. They got to judge you in a hard sense. Saquon Barkley should win because he's coming out the running back position. He don't have the ball all the time. He don't get to make the decisions. Just whenever his number's called, he got to make the run. No matter offensive line, he still got to run through them. You still got to go through tacklers. Like, it's crazy to think that a quarterback really gets more of the MVP vote when they're baby. They get to call the plays. So you either got a stupid quarterback or you don't. You either got a tough one or you don't. You can have a tough running back and he still ain't gonna have 1,000 yards. You can have a smart quarterback, a running back, and he still ain't gonna have 1,000 yards. You have to have, listen, you got a smart quarterback, he throwing the ball, he gets to make all the plays. Let me say it like that. He gets to make all the plays. You got a running back making this run here, making that. Now he has an offense. First, you got to have the offensive line. Then once you have the offensive line, what can you do with the offensive line? Philadelphia had 3 rushes the last 3 years, 3 different rushes. Marion Sanders had around 1,200 yards, 2022 year, 1,200 plus. Swift just had 1,000. He finally was healthy. But Barkley is almost at 2,000 yards. It's different. Listen, this is how you claim your MVP. This dude ain't them. He different. And they both ran behind elite offensive lines. But with Jalen Hurts, also Lamar Jackson, we got to mention he's been unbelievable. He got unbelievable stats. Unbelievable stats, man. 34 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 76 QBR, 120.7 rating, 743 yards, 3 touchdowns. You know why he don't get it? Because he can't win. I mean, that Eagle game clipped him, man. That Eagle game clipped him. That Eagle game clipped him. Are you serious? It clipped him. And then there was a showdown between him and Barkley. So he lost. See, that would have put him in the MVP count at the top. If they beat the Eagles as hot as they was, he would have been at the top. Now, they only just give him, but now Josh Allen has the runaway, advantage because he ain't had to face the Eagles. It's not fair. I don't think they're going to make the Super Bowl. Well, it just depends. Buffalo could, but could they? You got 2 talented teams when the playoffs hit. Baltimore and Kansas City is 2 teams Buffalo still got to go through. Are they going to get a bye? Whatever. But is Josh Allen good enough to go through Mahomes again? I mean, Kansas City been having trouble, and Buffalo they have trouble against. Another thing, Lamar Jackson. That's another matchup that he has to, can he? I just think, just out this whole conversation, Jalen Hurts should be mixed, man. Should be mixed in with all the MVP guys. You don't even hear his name mentioned. You just hear Saquon. Saquon had to creep in there. Once he found the 255, they was like, oh, yeah, we see what you're talking about. Then you get Patrick Mahomes. But, that team really is just too elite. For them to be doing good as they are, is the troubles they're having. That is impressive. To me, that's the second best team in the league, man. It's the Eagles, the Chiefs. I'm gonna give it to the Bills because Josh Allen's MVP doing what he do. But you talk about complete teams, Detroit Lions, but they're going down. It's crazy. So and Green Bay. But Minnesota got to be there. That's Minnesota's knocker. I got to give Darnold all the love. I heard Shady talking crazy. What you mean is Sam Darnold? He's good. Remember with Geno Smith? Remember when Geno Smith wasn't doing good? And all of a sudden he's the man, the quarterback at Seattle. Sam Darnold has that talent. The thing is that in this generation, they're not giving you no time to develop. You better do it now. You out. Back in the day, you shoot. I mean, if it was for Shady, who knows if he would have had the chance to develop. In this generation, you better do it now, man. I don't care if you just came out as a freshman. They're not even caring. If you was 19, basketball, you better come out now. What have you done for me lately is the era now. That's it. What you doing? Or you gone. Fast, man. So I say I got all the respect for Minnesota, but I got respect for Rams too, man, because they was tough, man. But Philadelphia just a different team. They proved it. When we come back, man, we're gonna get on Eric Dixon, man. This guy, it's ridiculous, man, what Eric Dixon is doing. It's ridiculous, man. And Villanova is really in a listen. I gotta talk to fans too. Y'all tripping, man. Stop playing games, man. When we come back on Follow Leader. We're back, man. Listen, Villanova, Nova Nation. It's kind of crazy because Nova, a lot of people still ain't believing. I think people want Neptune to fail. Some people. I just think I don't know, man. It's just really funny. Always was logical about the stepping process of Villanova. Um, Neptune had to walk his walk, just like Jay Wright had to walk his walk. Don't compare him to Jay Wright. You got to the first 3 years. You can look at the years. Like, listen, Jay Wright went through the same because Nova had some times when Jay Wright was catching his feeling and his groove. So this ain't the last time Neptune's going to catch it because when he's good and he's getting 20 wins a season, 20 plus wins a season, he's still going to get it until he win a championship. That's just how. Listen, they say Villanova ain't Philly. They got the soul because you know how people be like, oh, they Big Five. They really ain't. That's garbage. They're not Philadelphia, the city, but they're in the Philadelphia League. They're 30 minutes off the main line. Like y'all just sound retarded. But if you look at that, they listen, PA, they got that Philadelphia demeanor because some of these fans is crazy, man. The way they be up on players and recruiting. I'm like, man, did you not know how? Nobody got mad at Jay Wright when he did this all by surprise. He didn't give us a warning and nothing. Like you didn't get nobody, not even a coach. I don't know if Neptune. I'm pretty sure he knew something, but how soon did he know? Did he know the year before? Like what? So we look at it. It's hard to do this. You got to get recruiting. You got to get back to coaching. Villanova has to get back to recruiting and coaching. That's the thing. When that happens and the coaches change, the culture has to change. And so people was really down on Neptune, man. It was crazy. They was down on Neptune. And now he's there, 8-4, good win against Seton Hall. Villanova beat Seton Hall. Good game for Villanova to get off. They beat them 79-67. They're playing comfortable basketball. The point guard Brickers can light it up, but he don't have to. What he doing is he got 7 assists again last night, y'all. 7 assists, man. They got to pay attention to this. He's not making mistakes, and he's getting people involved every time. He's not making mistakes. So he's getting people involved. What's up, Daniel, man? What's going on? Yeah, he's getting people involved every time, man. And he's really a good point guard. He's putting his draft stock up. I don't know what's going to happen after the season. You got to know what guys have the eligibility. You never know now if they got the extra year. But I tell you what, man, Brickers can come back next year. That's big. Brickers, 36 minutes, 7 points, 7 assists. He had no turnovers. Huge, man. Huge. To have a point guard every game, he's doing this. Wooga Popular didn't really get off. He had 7 rebounds. We didn't really get off like that, but it didn't need to. He got 25 points a game. We're going to talk about Eric Dixon more. 6 rebounds, 3 assists. A little off on 3-pointers, 1.6, 1 for 6. Just think if he would have got off then, he probably could have had a 40-point game. Did about 3 of them. That's almost. And 30-point game for sure. And Nakboxy, 5 points, 2 rebounds. Got a block in there. He's always active, always a good defensive player. Langino, what I tell y'all, look, 15 points. When he start hitting, it's different. 7 for 7 from the free throw line. 2 for 4 from 3. When he start hitting, this team is totally different. That type of score, what he can do as a scorer is important. And so when he gets off, it's on. So you look at a lot of the way Nova played, how they played. Looking at Josiah Mosley off the bench, 6 points, 5 rebounds, 3 for 3 from the field. He's going to be good next year. I think he's ready. If he had to start this year, he'd get off. I think he's really that good. 17 points for Perkins, 6 for 7 from the field, 5 for 6 from the 3-point line. Better shooter. I mean, you're looking at Brandon Housen's. He's shooting 43% from the field this year for Kansas State. Also, 14 points a game, 7 rebounds for Lance Ware. He playing for UT Arlington, man. TJ Bomber's averaging 10 a game. The ones that transfer, they're doing good, man. Look at Lance Ware. Look at that. Lance Ware doing this thing. Chris Parker got some time off, just a couple of minutes, but those are the three guys, Mosley, Perkins, and Parker. They're going to be the guys that get time off the bench regardless. Like the most of the time, Sash was hurt. Billy Golf was hurt. Njoku was hurt. But, he's not going to be one of those guys who get a lot of time. But Parker, Perkins, and Mosley, those are three guys that get that time. And Njoku for the center position, I'm pretty sure he'll get in there. You look at the lineups they can match up. You probably put Mosley at the 5 sometime in this era. Who knows if they could throw 6'8" Parker in there in this era. It's a positionless basketball in this area. Now, to talk about where we want to go at, you see how they beat the Seton Hall. We clap for that. They're 8-4, 1-0 in the conference. Eric Dixon this year, man. Jesus Christ. 25.7 points, 5.9 rebounds, 2.2 assists, 53% from the field. Shot kind of bad this go round, this game, but he's still shooting 49.3%. It's crazy, man. I mean, he's the best player. You can say that it's arguable that he's the best player in college basketball. It's crazy. It's insane with the board. I mean, he's schooling people. Inside, outside. He hit the tray ball. Go inside. Bully in there. 25 points. 6 rebounds. 26.6 rebounds, really. Almost 26, 6 rebounds. Now, if you're looking at players who are playing and other guys who you can look at, he can arguably be better than anybody, but if we're going to talk about who's around there that could be up there with him, who could be those guys? Who could be those main guys? And we start looking at guys. We're gonna have a show on this. Just because of Dixon, we're gonna have a show on just who could be, the guys, the player of the year. We're gonna come back. Listen, Eric Dixon. Okay, if you look at it, just looking from a standpoint, just looking from a standpoint of guys now, who could be there? Who's gonna be averaging 26.6 rebounds and shooting 52% and 49%? They have to match up to that. And you're playing in the Big East. You're playing in Big East ball. They got to match up to that. Then when he go to the line, he hit 92%. In the away games, he's hitting 92% from the line in the away games. And always hitting 83%. So when you foul him, he's a problem. For a Big East team, now he's the best player in the Big East. That's by far. And I was saying that at the top of the year, especially when you get the 5th year on, you get the extra veteran. I was like, he's going to be the best player in the Big East. I thought Justin Moore was going to do it last year, but he didn't. Hey, I don't know what happened. I mean, the injuries maybe got to him too much, but, Justin Moore was in line to be that guy. But Dixon, I guess he was letting you know through the last 3 years, like last 2 years to this year too. He's letting you know, like, I'm that guy. He's playing like a lottery pick. How can you deny him now? Now they're 8-4. They got the Creighton game coming up, which is a big game. The Creighton game. That's the Creighton game. I was saying they're top 25 now. 7 out of the 8 games Villanova has played, they've blown their teams out by 12 points or more. So what are we talking about? The game they didn't. This is 8 wins they have. 7 out of those 8 has been blowouts. But the game they didn't blow out, when they 68-60, when they almost beat them by 10, Cincinnati. A ranked team. At the time they was like 16 ranked. They're still 9-1. They lost to Nova. That's their only loss. Everybody like, they lost to Columbia. Well, Nova wasn't there yet. You can't put the pressure on a team. What the? They're 8-4. There's nothing you can really say about these guys. And right now, Creighton's the next game. They're 7-4. So we're going to that point. And then you got Butler. who's 7-4. Then you got DePaul, who's 8-3. Then you got UConn, who's 8-3. These are those games everybody saw, but they're not far. UConn is 8-3, Nova's 8-4. DePaul's 8-3, Nova's 8-4. The next two teams they're going against, they have a better record than. What is this pressure you're giving Villanova? You got teams I put up as teams like Houston, and you know that they Nova's better than these teams. You look at the games they've won, not just the games they've won, the games they played, how they played. Nova is better than about 5 teams right now. They should be at least no higher than 21, no lower than 23 in the top 25 right now. That's where they should be at. But they have to win these games right now, because even like one of my followers said, "Oh, when the Creighton will be more listed." Creighton, they're 7-4. Villanova's 8-4. What are we talking about? So you talk about they got to be the team with a lower record than them? It don't even make sense the way some people be talking. It makes totally no sense. Only people who stupid don't understand what I'm talking about. That's real talk. You just want to argue. You want to talk. Oh, you just get up in the morning, you want to argue all day. It's crazy. After UConn, they also got St. John's. That's like the real tough stretch. They're 9-2. That's like the real after Creighton and after Butler. That's the real tough stretch. Creighton and Butler, you got DePaul 8-3, UConn 8-3, St. John's 9-2, and then you still got to deal with Xavier, who's 8-3. This is your that's the tough stretch. That's the tough stretch. Then you calm down with a Providence who's 7-5. This is a tough conference. Only down teams on this conference is Seton Hall, who's 5-7. Everybody's big time. St. John's is 9-2. Nova 8-4. Providence is 7-5. Xavier and Butler are 7-4. They're the bottom competitive ones. Georgetown is 8-2, which is doing a great job with their recruiting class and transfer, doing a great job. 8-3. UConn and Marquette 9-2. I mean, this is back to that Big East power. Like, it's time to start seeing the draft prospects for real out of here now. Now you got good teams. These some good teams right here, man. Straight up good teams. Seton Hall just ain't dead. Some people left, transferred, went to the NBA. That's just how it is now. Unrivaled basketball, man. When we get back, I want to really get on some big stuff with Unrivaled basketball. This is big, man, because girls basketball needs this, and it's huge, huge. When we get back on Follow It, man. What's up? What's up? We back. We back on Follow Leader Sports, man. Your host, Leader Johnson. Here we go. We listen. Unrivaled basketball is big, man. I've been wanting to talk about this. This is big because it's like something else, and it's gonna start January. Um, and it be in Miami. Looking at the team, we got to start the first team. Laces basketball. Laces basketball. Now this is in cities and nothing. These are all just teams in one big league. Um, on this team, you got Courtney Williams, one-time All-Star, Commissioner's Cup champion. Miss McBuckets, Kayla McBride, four-time All-Star, All-Rookie team. They call her Money Martin, Kate Martin, Iowa legend. You know, one time second team All Big Ten, and then you got Alyssa Thomas, big time, five-time All-Star, she big time, two-time WNBA first team, Olympic gold medalist, and then you also got Big Mama, they call her Stephanie Dolson, two-time All-Star, two-time NCAA champion, one-time champion. That's big. And they're playing for the for the Laces. Now we looking at this, man. I'm gonna let y'all know. This is like I say, it kind of got a spawn of the big three. You know, 3-on-3. You know, you get to say your nicknames and all this, and they got that street ball mentality type flavor to it. And I'm really gonna be looking to see this. $35 million has been put into this. Brianna Stewart, Nafisa Kalia, Dawn Staley, all putting their money into it. This is gonna be some. Cameron Brink is gonna play in the league. I'm gonna tell you what team she's gonna play on as we go through the teams. Angel Reese is playing on this in this league. Lunar Owls is another team. Lunar Owls. On this team, you got Skylar Diggins, right? You got Alicia Gray, two-time All-Star. You don't know who Skylar Diggins is? Y'all crazy. I'm sorry I didn't let y'all know. One-time 3-on-3 Olympic gold medalist. So Alicia gonna be ready to play in this. Rookie of the year. Skylar Diggins, six-time All-Star, four-time WNBA first team, two-time second team. She's one of them ones. Even though she did some messed up stuff to Caitlin Clark, just really made me look at it different. But she's a human. She makes mistakes. Ain't for me to judge as a person, but it was stupid. It was dumb. It was but she's a great player. Queen Fee, they calling this girl, man. Nafisa Carly. She is bad. Four-time All-Star, two-time Olympic gold medalist, one-time NCAA champion. Look at these nicknames, man. They playing for the Lunar Owls now. Also, you're looking at Shakira, man. Shakira Austin. Shakira, one-time gold medalist, career high points in 2024, all rookie. Gonna get a interesting team. Her and Nafisa and Alicia. That's gonna be an interesting team. Then you also got Cameron Brink. Here we go. Cameron Brink played for the Lunar Owls, NCAA champion, 3-on-3 World Cup medal, second pick overall. She was my favorite pick out of the whole. Now, to be real, Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, but Cameron Brink was my favorite prospect out of there because on both sides of the floor, she's going to be real good, man. Like just her and Kia Jackson playing on the same team, that's going to be unbelievable. And just think who they going to get in the lottery, man. This is a good draft. For they need one more player. That's a team to watch out for. The Sparks. That's a team to watch out for. At the Lunar Owls, we're gonna take a look at the Mist Basketball Club. They're going with the Gold Mamba, Jewel Lloyd, six-time All-Star, two-time champion, two-time gold medalist on that squad. Then you got Courtney Vandersloot, five-time All-Star, two-time champion, assist leader, all-time playoff assist leader. They got a point guard that can lead their team. That's crazy with Jewel Lloyd. That's crazy. And DeJounte Carrington, yes, and she was so good last year, man. All defensive first team career year in points, rebounds, assists, most improved player. She was a beast last year. For Kia Jackson, definitely did her thing. Fourth overall pick, fourth all-time in Sparks history for rookie season points. Looking at Stewie, Brianna Stewart, six-time All-Star, three-time gold medalist, three-time champion, one of the greatest. Leah Edwards, two-time Olympian, first-round draft pick. That's an interesting team, especially with you got Sloot, man. That's a little with a passer like that around all that, and then you got Stewie, and that's different. Ooh, that's a different squad. Who is different? Miss. Now the Miss is something to watch out for. There's gonna be some competition, no question. The Phantom Basketball Club. All right, you looking at this squad. This squad has Jackie Young. Jackie Young, she's a dog, 3-time All-Star, 2-time NBA champion, 2-time gold medalist, accomplished. Looking at Tiffany Hayes, six-time player of the year, and All NBA first team and All NBA second team. And she definitely been getting off. Also, Marina Mabry. I see a lot of college and high school players mention her name as a girl that they like. NCAA champion, top 10 in three-pointers made in 2024. Jada Williams was one girl that really said that she liked. Jada Williams plays for Arizona. One girl that really liked Marina Mabry. Unicorn. Now, Satu Sabali. Now, I'm just getting acquainted with her, knowing how good she is. All-rookie team, 2-time All-Star. On the All-NBA first team, that's big, man. It's big. Like, I got to get into her more. Like, I don't know as much about her, so I was looking at clips about her, and she's definitely a dog. I got to see her more. And calling her Unicorn, definitely to somebody. And then you got BG, Brittany Griner. That's one of my favorite of all. Top 3 in the league right now. One of my top 5 girls playing. Brittany Griner, 9-time All-Star, 3-time Olympic gold medalist, and then she's also a champion. You know what? When they was talking about Caitlin Clark, and they was saying, they was like, yo, Caitlin Clark, why is Caitlin Clark even, why is she even getting the signature shoe? There's a lot of girls that could have. Nobody said nothing. Breanna Stewart got her signature shoe. It was another one that got a signature shoe. Nobody said nothing about that when they got it. Now it's about when Caitlin Clark, somebody that brings the stars to you to see you. They ain't been seeing you. You mad about it. She's bringing the eyes to you. This is when you're supposed to show out and show them what type of league this is. No, so they were just like men. Stupid. You know what I'm saying? So men athletes are stupid. Athletes halfway stupid. 50% smart, intelligent, 50% dumb, because you are not supposed to risk your money. Stop that. Don't do that. These other girls out here playing good. They don't want to be caught in that mess. And BG should have been the first one to get it. How come she didn't get a signature shoe? Brittany Griner should have got a signature shoe. Brittany Griner, listen, everybody's talking about Caitlin Clark. If y'all going to argue about Caitlin Clark and argue about Aja Wilson, how come y'all don't say nothing about Brittany Griner? Just almost served time. She was about to be gone. She's about to be out of here. Brittany Griner was about to be out of here, man. Out of here. They did her wrong. Had her over there away from her family. She's representing the whole country over there, wrongfully putting behind jail for that. It's crazy. She should have came out and got the first signature shoe. The first one. So listen, man. She's on that team. The Phantom. That's gonna be anything with her on it. Listen, she just one of those players. Just one of those players. Her Wasabali on there. Jackie Young. That's Marina Mabry. That's going to now listen. You got a shooter, you got an inside player, you got to listen. Jackie, listen. That's some Tiffany Hayes is coming up. Interesting team, man. They line these teams up pretty good. And there's a lot of good pros that's like being involved. This is, then you got the Rose Basketball Club. It's another team, the Rose Basketball Club. They call her the point guard. That's Chelsea Gray, 6-time All-Star, 3-time champion, 2-time Olympic gold medalist. Chelsea Gray is a bad one. She's one of them ones. Brittany Sykes, 2-time first team, just learned about her, 2-time defensive second team, defensive first team, all rookie team. Kalia Stewart, listen. That's Philly right there, man. 4-time All-Star champion, Finals MVP. That's Philly, baby. It's Philly, baby. Kalia Cooper. That's going to be one team I'm looking at now. Lexi Hall was draining them. NCAA champion draft pick, first-round draft pick. Angel Reese is on that team. Oh, my God. What we talking about? Who is this one? Right? Azura Stevens, just learning about her. A champion all-rookie team. This is an interesting team. You got Kalia. The Rose basketball team has Kalia Cooper, Chelsea Gray, Angel Reese. So you got an inside, outside, and you got a shooter in Lexi Hall. Listen, interesting. I like how these matchups are going to go. This is going to be something to look at. I think Rose is one of them teams look at to win it all with Angel Reese on there and Kalia Cooper. It's a little difference, man. That look like championship. Vinyl Basketball Club. Who's playing on there? Oh my God, they got the dog, Arik. If I'm not saying this wrong, AO. Listen, Arik Ogun Bowali, all right? That's the one in the All-Star game who went crazy. How about that? Y'all, you don't know what she is? Yes, I do. She went crazy. She been going crazy all last season. 4-time All-Star, 2-time MVP. She go crazy. She played with my girl, Mighty Secrets, who's with Villanova. Man, they gonna be listen. And they could get Paige Beckers. It's gonna be crazy. That team is gonna be stupid. This gonna be my favorite team. It's gonna be stupid right there. Oh my gosh, she goes crazy. Looking at Ray Burrell, first round draft pick 2022, Tennessee standout. Okay, Aaliyah, Boston. Oh boy, 2-time All-Star, NCAA champion, first overall pick. That's gonna be interesting. Erica Hamby, a 3-time All-Star champion, 2-time, 6-time, sixth player of the year. But coached by, I gotta say those. Just gets coached by Teresa Weatherspoon. Ryan Howard also on that team. That's my girl right there. 2-time All-Star, rookie of the year, first overall pick. That's different to look at. They definitely got the scoring. Jordan Canada, 2-time champion, 2-time All Defensive First Team, Commissioner's Cup champion. That's different. It's different, man. When you got Ryan and Enrique, that's different. De'Aka Hambry's another big time. Aaliyah Boston. So you got Boston and you got Ryan Howard. That's Teresa Weatherspoon. That's going to be something to look at. Going back, Rose basketball coach is Nola Henry. Okay, that's the one that got Angel Reese and Kalia Cooper and Joel Lloyd. Do you look at the Phantom basketball team? Their coach is Adam Harrington. That's the team that got Marina Mabry and Brittany Grine on it. All right. Then you look at the Miss Basketball Club. Their coach is Phil Handy. That's who got the Gold Mamba right there. Joel Lloyd and also Aaliyah Edwards on that team, and Rakia Jackson and Jajana Carrington is also another one on that team. Also, Luna Owls, the coaches, got to announce the coaches, is DJ Sackman. All right, that's who got Skylar Diggins. That's who got Cameron Brink. All right, and then you're looking at the Laces, basketball coach, Andrew Wade. You got on these teams, you got Courtney Williams, you got Stephanie Dolson, Kate Martin, Alyssa Thomas. Okay, those are the teams. And looking on the other team, I remember I said Jewel Lloyd was on the vinyl. That's not Jewel Lloyd right there. That is, what was the point? What team? Okay, there we go. That wasn't Jewel Lloyd. That was Chelsea Gray. Thought that was Jewel Lloyd to call the point guard. It's crazy. It's a lot of this. This is big right now. So how is all this going? Shaping up and to turn into a real. This is crazy. It's another pro. So this is going to make. Well, sometimes it's girls that. This is what this is going to do. It's some girls that are not going to get drafted that's going to be able to play in these leagues. Seriously, like it's girls that's not going to get drafted that's going to be able to play in these leagues, be good, and go up to the WNBA. This is what is going to open the door for. And now that there's more eyes looking at Caitlin Clark and the $1 billion contract that they had with TV, it's going to be big, man. So look, we out of here, y'all. Listen. I'm your host with the most, Leader Johnson, Ever Toast, man. Yo, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, man. I'm out of here. This is Follow Leader Sports, and we are out until I come back next time.